Universities across the nation are teaching critical race theory in their curriculum, apparently paying lecturers very well at the expense of students, parents, and taxpayers. The Federalist, via the Freedom of Information Act, obtained a copy of a contract between the University of Michigan and a lecturer, and they published this. So this is one example here. The University of Michigan, a taxpayer-funded institution with the third largest public endowment in the United States, paid a critical race theory CRT activist close to $266 per minute, $20,000 in total, to lecture on systemic racism over Zoom, according to financial documents obtained by the Federalist pursuant to the Federal Information Act. For a closer look, let's welcome in Campus Reform Fellow and former Press Secretary at the Department of Education, Angela Morabito. Angela, thank you for coming on. Again, this was one example here at the University of Michigan. What does this really mean for the students and what they're being taught at these lectures?
Well, CRT has become a very profitable industry for people who support it. This is bigger than a University of Michigan problem. It's actually going on in Oregon. The Department of Education paid $50,000 to Nicole Hannah-Jones, author of the debunked 1619 project. The student government at the University of Arizona spent $15,000 to have Angela Davis come speak, who, funny enough, she's making all this money. She's an avowed communist. And what these schools are doing are using tuition dollars and taxpayer dollars to indoctrinate students. It's a misuse of funds that doesn't help people learn.
Okay, so there are multiple examples that you cite there of these individuals who are coming to lecture. Are these lectures requirements? Are they options for students to attend?
So these guest speakers, these are optional events, but what's not optional is that if you're paying tuition, you're paying for this sort of thing to happen on your campus. And at Campus Reform, what we've heard from students is, hey, we believe in academic freedom. People have the right to say what they want, but we should also have the right not to pay for it. And universities have a moral responsibility to be thoughtful about who they give a platform to, who they put a microphone in front of. And when people aren't helping students learn, when they're actually teaching them that they're oppressive or oppressed based on the color of their skin, that's the worst message you could send to students. We should be telling every student in America that they are capable of achieving at a high level.
Yeah. Again, depending on the size of the auditorium that these individuals are speaking in, you could reach a pretty large audience. Do students attend these lectures?
They do. There are leftist students, plenty of leftist students out there who are more than happy to have their ideas never go challenged. They are more than happy to sit in lecture halls that function like echo chambers where one idea just bounces back and forth. But that doesn't prepare them for a world where we need Americans to innovate. We need critical thinkers. So while it may feel good to sit in a room and have all of your ideas validated, that's really harmful when they're bad ideas, like the ideas of CRT that this country is inherently evil and irredeemable. It's a religion with no concept of forgiveness, and it's ultimately indoctrinating kids to dislike the country that has given them so much opportunity.
Are these campuses paying $20,000 for conservative voices? Could you get a speaking gig?
Well, some of the few very brave campuses will invite conservative speakers, but it is much harder to be a conservative on campus than it is to be a liberal. And I'm speaking from experience here. I've spoken on several college campuses, and I know that the pushback on conservatives is very, very different from what liberals face. So it sure would be nice if our liberal, colleagues and peers on campuses had the same ideas of academic freedom that we do, which is, yes, freedom is important. No one should be forced to fund something that is ultimately harmful, and freedom is for everyone.
Sure, absolutely. Gotta let those voices be heard. Let the students communicate that to those in charge who are doing the booking fees. That is quite an expensive lecture. Angela Morabito, thank you very much for that report.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.